Hey everybody, here we are at Frazee House, the historic Frazee House. Valley View, Sagamore Hills, Ohio. I just wanted to show you some of these beautiful trees right around here. Quick view of Frazee House. That's the one I'm looking at in particular. See if we get the whole thing on camera. All right. Hope everybody's doing great. Hope you enjoy the video. I'm gonna go to one of our favorite places, Frazee House. I just want to go down this path a little bit to see if it gets real muddy or not. This is the Sagamore Creek Trail. Goes all the way up to Bedford. It's not as muddy as it was last time I was in here. So if it doesn't seem too ticky, nasty in here, maybe we'll go to the first creek crossing. I've never been in here before. I don't know which way I'm going here. There's forks and forks and forks. I'll go this way. Beautiful day here in upper 80s. It's been sunny, cloudy. More sun than clouds so far though. I think the storms are coming in. They're supposed to be coming in later, but let's enjoy the sun while we got it. Yeah, see, this ain't too bad so far. It's supposed to be like mud and tick world in here. There's the creek, Sagamore Creek. So I think you got to cross this creek 3 times on this trail, and I don't have like good hiking boots or anything, so that ain't happening. But I'll go as far as the first crossing. Check it out. Pretty nice back here, very quiet. If I see something that jumps out at me that's worth talking about, I'll talk about it, but otherwise we'll be quiet. Listen to the birds and that. Hell, I might take this all the way up to Bedford if I don't have to cross any creeks. try to watch the sky though for the storms. Let's see, what time is it? About 3:30. It's 3:29 p.m. So yeah, this is a nicer trail than I expected. I thought this was going to be all mud. It's another area I've always been curious about. Okay, now we're starting to come out of the valley a little bit uphill. It's a beautiful, hot, humid day, just how I like them. Hope it's nice where you are and getting something good done for yourself there. This is cool. This is a quiet area in here. Use that fallen tree to make the trail. Kind of cool. So this Sagamore Creek Trail, I think that's what it's called. It goes from Frazee House there, where we started, from the parking lot of Frazee House, and then it goes all the way to Bedford. You come out, I think this comes out on Alexander by the multi-purpose trail. There's a parking lot. And that little multi-purpose trail you could take all the way right into Bedford Reservation. A lot of little critters all around me. I can't see them though. Chipmunks and squirrels and stuff. This is great. This is not too hard so far. For some reason, I always thought this was a very difficult trail. Creek is down there. Can't really see it. Well, kind of, maybe. Shot there. Very nice, man. I don't know if that was a snake or a chipmunk or what it was, but I just kicked it and it ran into the woods. All right, I can handle this creek crossing. We can do this. No problemo. Now that I can do, because it's not raging. It hasn't rained in a day or two. See, more trails. More trails off of trails, off of trails, off of trails. Okay, that's for a pipeline or something. See the signs? As soon as we get to a spot that looks too hard to cross, I'm going back. But maybe we'll get it all done. I didn't think I'd get this far. Thought I'd walk like a half mile and get to the big creek crossing. I don't even know where the creek is anymore. Pretty good breeze. There's going to be some storms coming in between 6 and midnight, I think. Maybe severe. Who knows? You can hear that breeze picking up though, and clouds rolling in a little more. Less sun now. A little less sun. I want to see what's over there. Let's try this. Alright, not too bad. Little stream here coming from under the ground. Some wildflowers. Alright, let's see what's around the bend here. Sunshine, sunshine. So check this out. Any of you guys or ladies that have a YouTube channel, sometimes I love the thumbnail that YouTube picks and sometimes I hate it, but I don't know how to pick my own. If you know, maybe leave it in the comments. What's this, a bypass of that mud? Yeah. I'll go through the mud instead. Not that bad. Yeah, nothing to it. Nothing to it but to do it. See, now here is a place though, even though I'm not in tall grass or anything. I will examine best. Ooh, that was a cool bird call. Examine myself for ticks. Ooh, did you see the snake? That one scared me. He startled me. That was a little one. A little striped one. I hope it got caught on the camera. I scared him and he scared me. I picked a hot day to do with this one, but better than it being a mud bowl. That wouldn't be doing it at all. Awesome flowers, man. Camera doesn't quite pick it up, but beautiful. trail's getting a little tighter here. A lot of wildflowers. It's getting tight now, but still doable. When I start brushing up all against the plants and stuff, that's when I turn around. But I think this is cut well. And I think I am on the main trail. Okay, yeah, there's actually a signpost coming up. Awesome, that sun came back out too. What does this say? Salamander. Yeah, this must be a main path. Bridle. Here's where it gets nasty. Alright guys, well that's where we end the adventure today. Too much mud. From here on, this section's too muddy for me without boots. So, I'm going to turn around and we're going to enjoy the beautiful views, the breeze, and trees and birds on the way out. Maybe see some different views we didn't see on the other direction. It's just under 20 minutes we walked in here. Probably like a mile plus. Maybe a little further. Hard to tell. I should get one of them things that counts your steps, but that wouldn't tell me distance, I don't think. Looks awesome in here. Looks awesome in here like summertime. I think it's May 19th. And the high is going to be in the upper 40s or low 50s the next couple days. So a little taste of summer. We're going to eat it up. There's a lot of roots in here, but it's not ridiculous. You're not stepping on them constantly if that's something that worries you. Okay, this is at Luckily, mostly dried mudway. Look at that old valve. It maybe shows up in the camera. It's a pipe with like a valve right on top. Ooh, hear that breeze picking up? That wind now. Hopefully not in the microphones. Maybe in the summer, in the middle of the summer, this will be dry enough to go all the way through without thinking twice. Okay. There's a couple spots where it's a little tough to pass in here, but you could do it. Depends, you know, how your legs are. How confident you are about walking around in the woods, but there's, you know, some branches here and there down, but it's not bad in here. This is actually a much cleaner cut path than I expected. This little brook here. See more trails off the trail. Wonder how many there actually are in here and where they all go. There's a waterfall, I think, somewhere back here. I'll have to look it up later. I hoped we'd get to the waterfall. But I did not expect it. I thought we'd have to cross the wide part of the creek first. That didn't happen, but we ran into too much mud, so I'm gonna head on back. On the way back to Frazee House, we'll see how the weather is. Probably hit the towpath. Gotta get these flowers today, because tomorrow it's gonna be cold. I don't think we're gonna get any more frost, but I don't know. I think that might be finally over. Look at this. Just beautiful area, man. Is that a cabbage patch? Ooh, is it a big anthill? I hope not. With the shrooms on it. Watch out for our snake friends. That's the second one I almost stomped on in the last couple weeks. Sometimes they're just chilling, sunning themselves. I'm coming stomping through. I don't know how much of that comes out, but this creek looks beautiful down there. That's Sagamore Creek. Keep going here. Haven't run across a single other person. There he is. Are you the same one? Are you the same one that scared me before, Snake? Better get the sun today, man. It's gonna get cold again for a couple days. It was the same kind of snake, but I think it was a little smaller. Uh-oh, look out. Oh, that scared everything off within a mile. Excuse me. There's some awesome trees in here. So for anybody that's local or wants to check on a map or anything, we're between Canal Road and kind of Alexander Road, Dunham Road. Sagamore Creek. I don't think it's not called Loop. It's the Sagamore Creek Trail. It's not a loop. Like I say, if you don't want to see other people, this is a good spot. Or maybe no one's out here because it's hot today. I notice when it's cold or hot, there's a lot less people for obvious reasons. So two snakes, no deer, lots of little chipmunks and whatnot. Lots of these green, weird looking flies. These are like radioactive green looking flies, not just green. You can't see that, but right next to the purple wildflowers there was a cardinal just landed on that branch and flew away, but I don't think the camera picked it up. Oh. I don't know for sure. You can check some other sources out, but I think maybe if you're afraid of snakes, this ain't the trail for you. There's the creek in the sunshine. I would go down there, but I want to do the towpath. Beautiful in the clouds. It's more beautiful when that sun is out. Sounds like there's some traffic on Canal. Must be getting towards rush hour. Valley View Road and Canal Road is where Canal becomes Valley View, right here. We're right at the border of Cuyahoga and Summit County. Pretty much walking literally on the border. I think the creek is the border. Possibly no, I think it might be the middle of Sagamore Road. Which is just to our left. Hey, more trails if you're willing to get that deep. I'm not today. Alright, let's try this first little split off here. See if this takes us to the creek. Yeah. Nice. Awesome. Okay, here's one of the creek crossings. Maybe I was on the wrong trail. Look at how clean that water is. Drinking that beauty for a minute. This is the bridle trail. I was on the Salamander, I guess the waterfall trail. That's what we're going back to here. All right, here we are again, emerging at Frazee House. A couple more cars in the lot here. Check out some of these awesome trees in the sun. All right, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna slug down some water and hit the towpath. Have a great one.